Hello everybody and welcome back to Final Fantasy. In the last episode, we defeated Astos and we got the crown, or no, we got the crown a long time ago. We got the crystal eye and we gave it to Matoya. And she gave us some potion and we gave a potion to the prince and he gave us a key and then we opened a bunch of doors and got a bunch of stuff. Let's see if any of that stuff was useful. We got a rune blade, a werebuster, against spellcasters, against werebeasts. We got the Falchion, or however you say that. Did we already had all this. We got the power staff, and that was it. For weapons, of course. So it looks like these two are the best, and I don't know what we're going to be facing, whether it'll be werebeasts or spellcasters. So we're just going to put on the rune blade. I don't think we got any of that, none of that. We did get a silver armlet that I'm not going to give to him, but we do have it. And that was it for that, I believe. And we also got some steel gloves, which I'm assuming he is the only one that can use them. So let's come over here. We're going to check. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, I'm going to give our silver armlet to our white mage, because we don't want our white mage dying. Yeah, just check that. And looks like that was it. We also got, I think, an antidote out of one of them. And, oh yeah, the power staff. How could I forget? So we'll give that to good old Vivi, I think. Alright, well, that is it for all the stuff that we got, I think. We also got a bunch of money, but that's not really important. But now we're back in Cornelia, if you can't tell. And the reason we're here is because I did not get the chests that were here. I did mention them whenever we took a little tour of the castle. But the reason we need the Mystic Key is because of one of the items in this room, or in one of these rooms. We got another saber, a cottage, a mithril knife, ooh, a tent, some iron armor, and this is what we actually needed. Nitro power. Powder. Whatever. So let's actually just check this real quick. This mithril knife is not better than the power staff. Good to know. And yeah, you can't even use it. Alright. So now we have that, and if you're playing the way that I've been playing without really exploring a lot, you'd probably be like, well, where the hell am I supposed to go now? Because it's really not that obvious. But if you remember, I did mention there was one other place we could go when we were sailing for the first time, before we went to Elven Castle. Then you'd know that there is at least one more place we can go. Here's a buccaneer. I'm not sure if I showed these guys. I don't know what all I showed on the water. They're kind of like the pirates from before. They're not very tough. But if you come up here, northwest of Cornelia, you'll see a dock. And if you came over here before getting the nitro powder, there's not a whole lot that you can actually do over here. But there is a little cave, and inside the cave we have Mount Durger, or whatever that said, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they changed some of the names for some of the places in this game, because that doesn't sound familiar. Or maybe this place never had a name, I don't know. But if we came in here, we could have gotten these few chests with like a little bit of money and stuff. With the crystal eye, even the blind can see. Here that the dark elf Astos pilked. The one belonging to Matoya. Okay, so these guys, I don't like when games try to put accents into text, because it's really a pain in the ass to read for me. But yeah, they give you a little bit of info here. Some of them say nothing. Like Astos taking Matoya's crystal eye. Have you blethered? Yeah, I guess. Whatever. But they would have told you slight information. They don't really tell you that Astos is the king that was blah blah blah, whatever. And then Narek is the guy that we're actually coming here to see, but we'll get to that in a minute. Alright. I don't even have a clue what they're talking about at this point. But there is a smith here. One of the guys was trying to talk to me about it, I guess. And that's this guy. This guy won't be useful for us for, like, ever. Well, eventually, but not a very long time. And he wants adamantite, which we will get, but it won't be until, like, one of the final dungeons, so just keep that in mind, that the... Ooh, excuse me, that guy's there. Now, if we went down here before going and getting, like, the key, for instance, this door would have been locked. In this door, there's a bunch of chests, not a whole lot of interesting stuff. A great helm might be useful. Worm killer, I guess. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's a... Can't hold anymore. Uh-oh. Nope, that's not what I meant. Yep. Oh, that's probably... It's probably like a potion. Let's just use a potion and see if it works. Yeah, it was a potion. I was about to say, wow, did I really run out of inventory space? There's some money, cottage. Oh my god. Mithril mail. I think something was bugging out there for a second. So the helm might be a little better, yeah. And mithril mail, no. It's better evasion, but not better defense. I tend to go more for defense than evasion, even though I'm sure they're both equally good. So yeah, let's see actually if he can use it. Nope. Okay. So there's not really anything interesting in here. The reason we want to come here is for this guy. This guy, if he would have come here without the nitro powder, he would have been like, oh, I'm trying to do something and I need powder, and you'd be like, okay, well that's weird. Whatever. And what he does is annoy the crap out of me. I'm probably not going to be talking for many of these dwarven characters, just because it's hard for me to read. Just because it's so wrong. Like, I get what they're saying, there we go, but it's just a pain for me. So, basically he's just going to blow up something. And it will show us exactly what he did, which is pretty nice. Ooh, even fancier cutscene than before. That was pretty cool, I guess. So yeah, he blew up the land and made a little canal, and he disappears forever. I'm not sure if that's true. You might be able to find him, but I don't remember. But basically what he did was he allowed us to get out of the lake that we were stuck in with the ship. So now, we actually have, well, we sort of have free reign over the entire world now. But let's go over here and check it out. Just follow this, and then here it is. This will lead us out. And so if we look, we're coming out right over here. R plus. Yeah, there we go. We're coming out right here, which will allow us to get into the sea, which will allow us to go anywhere we want. So, that's pretty cool. Now the only thing is that this southern continent down here, was that always connected? I'll have to look into that later. But anyways, the southern continent here is the only continent with docks for ships. Up here, you can explore all you want. Well, they might have changed it a little bit in this game, but there are no docks. There's not a single dock to dock anywhere to get onto these two continents up here. So really the only places that open up for us are this little section of land and this section over here of land. Because if you remember, Provoca was up here, right here at that red dot. And this was like the Power Peninsula up here, but it was blocked by mountains pretty much, so we couldn't go down this way. And then this was blocked by like a stream of some sort that we can't get our boat onto. So if we come around down here, there's a port here-ish, so that it'll allow us to get to whatever is up in through here. So that's pretty cool. The next place we do have to go, technically, is right here. This red dot. So that's what we're gonna head to. Lifespring Grotto. I was wondering what this was. This must be another one of those. Yeah, okay, I get it then. Yipes, peoples. You aren't going to hurt me? Then maybe I can tell you a little about this place. This cavern is known as the Lifespring Grotto. Long ago, men and mermaids who fell in love could live here together in peace. Okay, so that's cool. Water seeps from the statue, cool. So this kind of confirms my theory about the other cave. This is something new in the advanced version, Dawn of Souls or whatever. That wasn't in the original game. And it looks like you do in fact have to beat a specific boss to open up those places. But this is the next town we're going to. They got some new stuff here, so let's check it out. We're definitely getting this. We're definitely getting life. And we're definitely getting this. So that was easy. Life is basically like the Phoenix Down I used. You can KO, or you can revive somebody that died in battle. So I revived someone slightly prematurely. I'm sorry. Then we're also going to get Firaga, whatever. Previous floor reduces. No, you can't even use teleport. Instantly kills all foes. I'm sure that doesn't work very often. And that might be good. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get teleport. Oh, it won't let me learn it at all. I figured it just wouldn't let me use it. Spoiler alert. The Black Mage becomes a Black Wizard eventually. And the Black Wizard can use teleport. So we're actually going to save that for later. We'll get it later. I like teleport. But yeah, I think that's all that's here. Oh, there is a weapon shop. Okay, never mind. I guess we'll look into this. That's not very good. We have one of those. Longsword, 20 and 10. I don't know if that's any better than what we have, to be honest. It says it is. I'll just buy one because I have the money. Now let's look at it real quick. Oh yeah, we got the worm killer too. effective against dragons. I don't know if we're going up against any dragons. So we'll just keep the longsword. Sure, why not? It's better in attack. And we'll buy... Oh, look at that. Got some silver armlets. We're probably gonna buy for both of the two people that don't have one. Bronze gloves we don't need. Steel gloves are what we have. And I'm also gonna buy this knight's armor because, well, I have the money for it. So why not? So let's equip it. Yeah, it's a little better. Good stuff. And then we'll give them their silver stuff. And there we go. So that is it for this town. There's a few people around here that are mildly interesting. This guy tells us about the Cavern of Earth to the south. But yeah. Some of these guys don't tell you anything important. Except most of them just tell you that you have to defeat whoever's I know what I'm trying to say. There is nothing I, the great genius Dr. Oon, do not know. What? You've never heard of me? Inconceivable. Dr. Oon. No, never heard of you. I'm sure you're not important, even slightly. But yeah, some of the people around here are sort of interesting, I guess. Yeah, I already did, I'm sure. But that's gonna do it for this episode. It's slightly longer, but that's okay. I feel like we made a sufficient amount of progress. In the next episode, we are going to... How do I fucking do it again? There we go. We're going to see what lies over this way. We could also go to this town that's over here that I pointed out earlier. Red dots are towns, I think. Or like important places. No, they're towns. Yeah, the red dots are towns. Aside from this one. This was the castle though. Where Astos was. So it was technically a town even though it was run down. But yeah, I might, like in between episodes, go over to this town and just see if there's anything useful for us to pick up. It's not where we're supposed to be going, so we can't really progress over this way. I mean, we can go over here and we can do a couple things, but we can't really do what the main quest wants us to do over here yet. So I might check that out, just to see if there's like any better items or magic that'll help us in the upcoming dungeons. I don't know, we'll see. But that's going to do it for this episode. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and goodbye.